Hi there, and welcome to this brief overview of contract compliance pertaining to DBE and payment requirements. Hopefully you'll find this information useful. Please feel free to share this video with anyone who might benefit from it. First, let's talk a bit about prompt payment and payment reporting. Note that both prompt payment and payment reporting do not only apply to DBEs. Once the contractor receives payment from ADOT, the subcontractors, both DBE and non-DBE, must be paid within 7 days. Payments to subcontractors, both DBE and non-DBE, must be reported in the ADOT DBE system by the 15th of each month. If there's no payment to a particular subcontractor for that month, the contractor must still report this as a $0 payment. Failure to report all payments to subcontractors may result in sanctions, and honestly, who wants to be sanctioned? Now we'll talk briefly about termination, substitution, and/or reduction of work, also known as TSR. The TSR requirements only apply to committed DBEs. A committed DBE is a DBE firm that was listed on the affidavits at the time of bid opening. The TSR process begins as soon as it has been determined that a DBE's work will be impacted. BECO must be given a heads up by phone or email within 24 hours of the first sign of any change. The contractor must formally request the termination, substitution, or reduction of work for a committed DBE by submitting the TSR form, which can be found on BECO's website, along with any supporting documentation to BECO for approval. Following BECO's approval of the submitted TSR form, amended DBE summary and individual affidavits must be submitted to BECO for approval when replacing a committed DBE with another committed DBE. It's important to follow all TSR requirements, including notification within 24 hours, so possible sanctions may be avoided. If a replacement for a committed DBE cannot be found, good faith documentation must be submitted to BECO within 7 days of approval of the TSR form. The next few slides discuss commercially useful functions, also known as CUFs. The department conducts project site visits for each contract to confirm that DBEs are performing a CUF. These CUF reviews confirm that a contractor can credit expenditures to a DBE subcontractor toward the DBE goal. A DBE performs a CUF when it is responsible for execution of the work of a contract and carries out its responsibilities by actually performing, managing, and supervising the work involved. If the DBE is performing or exercising responsibility for at least 30% of the total cost of its contract with its own workforce, the department will presume that the DBE is performing a commercially useful function. Please keep in mind that only work performed by DBE firms will be counted as credit towards meeting the DBE goal. Certification of payments, also known as COPs, must be submitted for all DBEs on a project. The contractor must submit a COP within 30 days of final payment for each DBE working on the project. The COPs are submitted to the field office. If you want your COPs approved, and we all do, be sure to verify that the dollar amount on the COP matches the dollar amount in the ADOT DBE system. Last but certainly not least, let's touch on meeting the DBE goal. Please keep in mind that only work performed by DBEs and monies paid to DBEs for work performed count towards the DBE goal. To avoid those irritating sanctions, continually monitor the contract throughout its lifespan to ensure that the DBE goal will be met. Thank you for your time, and again, we hope that this information will benefit you. If you have any questions or concerns, you can contact BECO via email at contractorcompliance@azdot.gov